World Heavyweight Champion Francis Ngannou, UFC.
Nice long left hook, Ngannou. Bit of a lazy jab to the body, Joshua.
Joshua almost ended the fight in the opening round, his straight right to the head dropping Ngannou heavily. The moment after, Ngannou had switched to southpaw. Ngannou got up and tried to fight back, however he may have got Joshua's attention with a left hand before the bell. But AJ was ruthless tonight, and his crushing right hand dropped Ngannou even heavier in the second round. Ngannou again showed heart in getting back up, but then Joshua closed the show in genuinely highlight reel fashion with another blistering right to the head. Ngannou was out cold the split second the bomb landed on his chin.
Patience after. We've seen him not rush in, no need.
Well aware of the power of the guy, he's been heavy.
Why that right hand? He's
up! Joshua can dispose the MMA champion! It is lights out!
incredible! What a shot!
And Ngannou's out!
The punches that Hrgovic landed in the first 4 rounds would have knocked out many heavyweights in the division, but Dubois wasn't going to be denied this time. Hrgovic was caught by a punch from Dubois over his right eye in the second. Seeing the blood seemed to encourage Dubois, who began unloading big shots and walking through the hard punches that Hrgovic was landing without flinching. Where the fight turned was in the 7th, when an exhausting-looking Hrgovic, bleeding from both eyes, was stunned by a right hand from Dubois. The fight ended quickly in the 8th round, with Dubois continuing to apply pressure and hammering the bloody and battered Hrgovic with shots. The referee, seeing how Hrgovic was defenseless, when the ringside doctor examined his cuts, and the fight was then halted.
Hey, AJ is going to seek it.
Joshua started well, jabbing to the body, landing 2 right crosses in the second round that left Wallin's nose bleeding. Joshua boxed tidily behind his jab, and in the 3rd round, he landed with a lunging right to the body and a left hook to the head.
You get to the rib cage.
I love seeing Joshua going to react.
A bit more here, Wallin to left. Some shots of
He came out real aggressive on that front foot.
the front foot of Wallin.
They're not only fighting for feet position, a southpaw and left-hander.
When he does fully fall in a little short, but that's that right hand.
Wallin keeps pawing at his nose.
It's a lovely shot. He just needs to go back upstairs.
When Wallin missed with a punch in the 4th round, Joshua almost connected with a counter big right hand. He was getting closer and in total control. In the 5th round, Joshua landed a right followed by a big left hook that left Wallin staggering across the ring. With blood streaming from various wounds, Wallin's corner called the fight off. It was Joshua's best performance in at least 5 years, and arguably his best since he stopped former long-reigning world champion Vladimir in 2017.
I think the only difference is go.
Between the shot of Wallin.
Needs to bring the uppercut in.
That sounds familiar. There's that right hook.
Rose fading away.
The Briton started brightly, landing jabs and opening up with an excellent 1-2. He moved Miller, who kept on trundling forward, but later he was getting himself drawn into the wrong fight with Miller, standing his ground and trading in a battle of strength. Miller was trying to grind Dubois down and scraped hooks across the Briton's chin.
It's like hitting a human heavy bag. The size of the fires on Miller. He's got to be careful, Dubois. Keep drawing with the jab, Todd.
Especially if you're throwing.
This is where it needs to be, holding the center, moving away. I love this. Holding his feet, working head, body well.
Oh, left.
His hands down. Keep popping that jab in his face. Double, triple it up.
Goes Dubois, and he's fighting with a lot of confidence here.
He's a walking punch bag right now. Literally.
In the final round, Miller tried to dredge up more energy and more pace in his output, but Dubois stood him up with a right uppercut. He rocked Miller, driving him across the ring, hammering in huge shots. And in the final seconds of the fight, the referee stepped in to stop Miller.
This man's heart.
Division. Pushing Miller back.
Big right hand. You got to believe he's got nothing left as he eats another right and then an uppercut. Oh, big shots from Dubois. Mission of finish here.
Daniel Dynamite Dubois!
Joshua versus Helenius. In the first 2 rounds, taking the fight on a 1-week notice, the 39-year-old Helenius used a jab causing some small swelling around the left eye of Joshua. In the 3rd round, the fans started asking for some action, and Joshua gave it to him.
That I've noticed is no bounce. He's stepping with everything out, lateral bounce or movement. I mean, so I'm doing that. They're losing that ruggedness, the aggression, they're just. And when you got.
In the 6th round, it was Joshua who was also bleeding from the nose from Helenius' jabs. In the 7th round, halfway point, a thunderous right from Joshua on the chin, and down went Helenius without a count from referee Victor Laughlin.
Conclusive right hand, and in an instant,
Anthony Joshua.
The fight began with a dominant opening round for Dubois, who landed a couple of clean right hands which his opponent did well to stand up to. Bryan barely threw a punch in the first 3 minutes and appeared to land absolutely nothing of note. Round 2 saw consistent holding from the American and further attempts to break up the Brits' momentum. In the 3rd, Dubois continued in control and made a breakthrough with a big left hook. Dubois knew he had little to fear in round 4 and so pushed his assault further. Another left hook sent Bryan stumbling back into the ropes and the writing was on the wall. Not long later, Dubois landed a 3rd big left hook which proved to be the final punch of the fight. It sent Bryan crashing face down to the canvas, with the referee waving off the contest as a result.
Bryan's feet are very close together, almost like...
Second round, which has been another good one. Tropical storm that passed through as well. I think they've had to deal with a bit of flooding in the arena, 1 or 2 leaks and all that kind of thing, but...
Not all the time, but his jab is popping out. Yeah, that's lovely.
It's a great shot by Dubois that has Bryan going backwards, and Dubois looking to let the punches go for the first time in the fight, really. Trying to mix it up between head and body, the left hook finding the...
He covers up well, and he's pretty hard to nail clean.
Dubois detonates the dynamite onto the chin of Trevor Bryan. Daniel Dubois is the WBA regular heavyweight champion of the world with a stunning knockout in Miami.
The fight continued until the 9th round, where Joshua knocked the Bulgarian down for a 3rd time with a barrage of uppercuts. Pulev was once again able to continue fighting, however he was immediately hit with a right hand that knocked him out, giving Joshua the victory via 9th round knockout.
Turns away, does he want any more? The uppercut, Pulev down on his back every time. And the round ends, and whoa, and that's well.
Looking for that big right hand and that uppercut. 3 in a row right there. 4.
There it is.
On a stoppage in the next couple of rounds, because we know, and
by the way, just to finish that thought,
Every time Joshua throws that jab to the
and the ability that he is not going to win the fight from that distance. There it is, as a stiff jab.
A strong first minute. I thought he landed the most consequential punch.
Him twice, dropping Pulev twice in the third round. Big right hand.
There's that left hook.
He is
There's that left
tattooing.
hook.
But it's a good scorecard. Look at these uppercuts. 2 of them landed. 3, 4. And Pulev is hurt. Pulev is rocked. He's on shaky legs. And down he goes. Third knockdown of the fight for Anthony Joshua. Right hand. And down goes Pulev. The champ is back and back in style. I mean, Pulev absorbed big punishment.
Dubois knocked Gorman down with a chopping right hand in the third round. Gorman fought well after getting back to his feet. He clipped Dubois with a hard left hand when he was attempting to finish him off. Dubois knocked Gorman to the canvas with a hard right hand in the 5th round.
Well,
when he leans back, oh, good right hand there from Dubois.
he bossed the lot of them. Well, he's not bossing boxing,
right,
that's the point.
Oh,
Hello. Well, he certainly... And he's out! He's been counted.
On December 12, 2015, Anthony Joshua faced Dillian Whyte at the O2 Arena, London. The opener was an action-packed round which saw both fighters throwing power punches throughout, with the highlight being a left hook from Joshua that wobbled Whyte. Chaos erupted in the ring after Joshua threw a punch after the bell sounded to end the round, prompting Whyte to throw 2 punches over the shoulder of referee Howard Foster. With a little over 1 minute left of round 2, Whyte landed a solid left hook that staggered Joshua. Whyte followed up with a barrage of punches but was unable to drop the champion. The end came in the 7th. Joshua landed a right hand to the head of Whyte, staggering the challenger and sending him reeling backwards into the ropes. After a sustained follow-up attack by the champion, a right uppercut landed on the chin of Whyte.
Incredible that Whyte is still there. Joshua not letting him off the hook. Howard Foster.
Obviously the round where he hurt
Oh, he's got him. Finally got him. Is this the breakthrough? Whyte. Better again from Joshua. But again, this is a guy that's never been any kind of cohesiveness at all.
better than a couple of rounds ago. This is a real good job he's doing now.
You can tell now. But as long as Whyte returns fire once in a while,
which he is doing, but look at the legs. There's a grin from Whyte, but the legs are betraying him. And surely no way up here for Dillian Whyte. It's stopped. It's over. Dramatic. Joshua.
In round 1, Dubois caught Darch with a right hand that put him down on the canvas late in the round. In round 2, Dubois knocked Darch out. After another knockdown, Darch got to his feet once again. As soon as the action started, Dubois knocked Darch down for a 3rd time in the round.
Caught by another right hand, and down he goes. It's again, look, that 1-2 and again. I think that might be it. Is about to go the same way. Massive right hand. And this